You can.
Good morning. Here is our final project, Gordy Hoy International Bridge case, and our course is PM 6000, which is Fundamentals of Project Management, and our professor is Dr. Kathleen, and our team members are Ashok Kumar Gurram and me, Femin Miraj. So I'm initiating this project first, and the initiating and the planning, the first slide of our project is the project objective. The project objective here, the project main aims to improve transportation for international travelers and generate jobs and growth opportunities for the Windsor Detroit area. And the project success factors are community benefits, like they are investing $20 million. They created 2,500 on both sides of the border, generating opportunities for training, education, and job opportunities. And the high level scope for this is the bridge, Canadian POE, US POE, Michigan interchange. And the milestone schedule is the project was expected to be completed by the end of 2024. However, due to the COVID 19 pandemic, the project is expected to be achieved in September 2025. And the budget was like contract value was like $6.4 billion, and the construction period is 84 months and operation period is 30 years. And here the key stakeholders and interest and the initial risk I have mentioned in my second slide of the project. So in key stakeholders, I want to talk about Windsor Detroit Bridge Authority. The interest is successful bridge project delivery and efficient operations. Michigan Department of Transportation interest is developed and improve transportation to positively impact Michigan. And Federal Highway Administration interest is compliance with the federal standard. And the city of Windsor and city of Detroit interests are economic benefits, infrastructure improvement. And the local business and residents interest as economic opportunities. And the initial risks they have taken here is of financial, the cost overruns due to unforeseen circumstance or change in project scope. And the construction and design has unanticipated challenges and construction delays. And environmental is about unforeseen environmental challenges, and the regularity and permitting is delays in obtaining necessary permits or approvals. And the political and stakeholders are shifting political landscapes or public sentiment and disputes with local communities, business, or interest groups. And in the third slide, it's about execution, monitoring, and controlling risk tracking chart. Here I have mentioned the description of risk and their impact and that risk response and the level of risk and the owner of risk and the notes. So the first is supplier delays in material delivery. And the impact was like project timeline delay. And the response is communicating with supplier regularly and having alternative sourcing. And the risk level was very high, and the owner was project manager. And the notes here is always monitor supplier performance. And the second description of risk is potential changes in political climate, US or Canada. And the effect was like suspicion of project or major changes. And the risk response is continuously establish diplomatic connections and make sure no tension arise. And the risk level was here very high, and the owner is project director. And the notes was monitor global events and local events that can change the relationship. And the changes in currency is the effect is change of budget, of course. And the risk responses must to plan financial alternative. And the risk level was just medium, and the owner is finance manager. And the notes for this is always make sure to adapt the financial strategies. And the other risk was about construction material shortage and the delay, and and the impact was project delay and increased cost. And the risk responses have multiple suppliers and keep track of the material used every day. And the risk level was just medium. And the owner for this case is procurement manager. And the notes is always monitor and also keep the construction material in space that does not affect them. And the last description of risk is weather disruptions. The impact is delays here. And the risk response is develop a plan for worst case scenario and have flexible schedule. And the risk level was medium and the risk owner was construction manager. And the notes here is check the forecast and adapt. And the next slides are going to be explained by my other team member Ashok Kumar.
Yeah, from here on, I'll be taking the charge. Mm, Execution, monitoring, and controlling communication plans. Communication aspects and we are going to detail and strategies. Regular project updates. And the details are monthly wise, like monthly newsletters, summarize project progress, bi-weekly team meeting discussions, milestone and challenges. Critical situations communications, immediate notification and emergency meetings for un- unseen issues. Communication tools, real-time updates on project dashboards, secure emails, and collaboration platform for document sharing. Regular email updates to stakeholders with project summaries. Stakeholders engagement. Quarterly town hall meeting for the public. Monthly briefing to government officials. Periodic meeting with regular bodies. Lessons learned sessions. Post milestone review meetings. Evaluation sections to identify lessons learned and implements improvements. And and here is the execution monitoring and controlling communication register. And we have here the four options like communication activity, description, sender, and the receiver. And the communication activity first goes to monthly meeting. And we have to the description for this is the project progress update for stakeholders. The sender is the project manager and the receiver is all stakeholders. And the next one is emergency meeting. And the description mainly here is immediate discussion on critical issues. The sender is the project director and the receiver is the key team members. The third one is the project dashboard update, and the main description is real time updates on project status and risk. The sender is project manager and the receiver is all stakeholders. And the next one is quarterly meeting. The description here is the public forum for project updates. The sender is the project manager and the receiver is the public stakeholders. Next slide. Here, whether the project was successful and explain why or why not. If there is an adjustment of an extent of the project at an hour of planning the task work, then it promotes cost influence on the project schedule, cost and the quality of the task. The cost of the project is estimated to be $5.7 million. The schedule for the projects are monthly schedule analysis and the situation displaying to recognize the close basic activity that empowers the project partners that depend intensively on its vigorous management system and cross fundamental interface management. The project agreement contains many circumstance and specialization plans that required BNA to convey the project and any remaining parts of the project to serve quality norms. Time for the project is 74 months. The scope of the bridge project gets an improvement transformation to the worldwide travelers. Next. Yeah, here are the references and we can go through the like we have go through the several references to find the matter for our project to display the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much for hearing our presentation.
Yeah, if you have any doubts, you can comment us.